goes on a 16.
Alright.
And our mystery guest goes on a 22.
Damn!
What's that? Now remember, I want to make sure that everybody is on point with their character tonight. This is a continuation of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so any kind of, action surges that were expended, they're
Spells.
gone still. Spells are gone still. Okay, nobody's fresh at this point. I think everybody's healed up. I'm not sure. Some wounded.
Yeah, I'm a
I'm
little
still
wounded,
down, but
yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
I never got hit.
Okay, but that needs to be taken into consideration going into this because I'm kind of pulling the gloves off. You guys are a good team, so let's see what you can do.
Alright.
Barreling down the main, we're going to call it the south corridor, into the sinkhole, comes the ogre. And this ogre is no joke. As far as ogres go, he's a big one. He enters the map here. I'm going to say that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is now within melee range at 25 feet. He is now in melee range of Tahlia, who had dropped her weapon. Correct?
Yeah.
Does that change your AC at all because you're an Eldritch Knight? Does
No.
that have? And I know as a bonus action or whatever, you can get it back.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You don't have that feat, do you?
It has no effect on my AC whatsoever.
Okay. And the actual blade to this great axe that is strapped to a tree trunk, okay, is about the size of your body.
Nice.
Okay, that he's swinging. A huge left swipe, like he's swinging from the left shoulder, coming at you. Whenever that swing comes in, the air, the concussion, it misses you. But the air that gets cut by your head, it's not just woof. You feel your hair get kind of sucked up in the backdraft from it whenever it flies by.
Nice.
Okay? That was 25, 35, 40. Now, I want to make sure I'm still in your threat zone. He has reach. Is that 5 foot to Adar or 10? I can't see.
5 foot square, I believe.
There's
They're
one
all
5 foot
yeah.
square, which means he has reach.
Right.
So from the left shoulder comes this big swipe that goes just high of Tahlia. And as it comes through, instead of having to come back around, this giant-ass ogre uses the momentum of it overhand and comes back around with another giant-ass left swipe at you, Adar, as he's running past Tahlia. With a miss. He misses you by 2 feet. Okay?
It's good being a dwarf.
Secret sink ships.
You're right. I'm using message right now, motherfucker.
What's
Answer
that?
message.
All right, so that ends the ogre's turn. I believe it is Tahlia. What would you like to do, ma'am?
Well, first thing, she is summoning her sword back into her hand.
Which is a minor action.
Yes.
Okay.
And, well, Big and Ugly's right there. Might as well take a swing at him. D20, and I'm going to double hand it, so I go a D10 for damage.
Mm-hmm. Drink.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, 17
For
hits.
12 points of damage.
Fantastic. Good way to start this out. Anything else you want to do, Tahlia?
Nope, that will...
You're going to stay there? You're not going to
Yep.
move around? You don't want to do anything else? You want to
No,
park it?
Yeah, I'll park it.
Okay.
That nice little swipe should have got its attention.
Who's next?
Next would be...
We have a tie between me and you, I
And
believe,
I think you
right?
have the higher dex.
I've got a 19 dex.
Yeah, I got a 15, so you go next. Hugor.
Hugor is going to dash using his boots of springing and striding.
Which will allow you to ignore terrain class.
terrain, and I'm also a 3rd level thief or a rogue now, so which gives me the ability to climb as no encumbrance as well.
It's not encumbrance. It's not difficult terrain.
Yeah, there you go.
You can still you go up walls as if it was normal
Yes.
5 foot 1-for-1 squares. Right.
So I am actually going to dash.
5,
10, 15, 20, 30, 35. Right up to here.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get up there, draw out my rapier, catch my hand on fire with a firebolt, and I'm just pointing it at him.
Right.
Because that's my action.
Right, because you can't really...
Yes.
Okay. Good turn. The great thing is, in my mind, immediately narratively, because of the boots of springing and striding, I think about you like parkour running kind of around like the sinkhole and running up and jumping onto that fucking pillar and being like, woof, hand comes into flame, rapier comes out, goblin poops himself.
Yes. That was the goal. Brighed, actually, as soon as all this stuff going down, is it the ogre or troll?
It's an ogre.
Ogre started moving in on us. I had immediately used my message cantrip to Brighed to say, hey, here's the plan, and she's going to be following up.
Okay. Adar, it is your turn.
Right. Now, quick question, and this may be a debate for later, but since I did take the Warcaster, it means I can cast a spell with my weapon and my shield in place. Can I use the bonus as a 2-hit from my weapon if it's a touch cast onto the creature?
You mean like...
Not as far as damage goes, but as far as attack.
You can't... No, your weapon is not an extension of your touch cast.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's what I was curious about.
You can still cast things that were like bolts and shit like that.
Right.
Can still fly out and all that, but you would still need to open one of your hands, free up one of your hands to touch cast.
Or punch.
Or open up...
Would you allow a punch
No.
for a touch cast?
No. It is stated in there... It is stated in there as a mechanic, Jason.
Okay.
Normally I would, because it makes sense. It's still flesh on flesh.
Right.
It's still flesh on flesh.
Right.
But there is an actual mechanic for it, and it's called touch casting.
Well, Master Dwarf is going to run up. Not really run up. I'm basically just going to take a step forward. Cast Inflict Wounds. And then 4 times a day I get a Bolt of Inspiration, which gives me a bonus attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast my spell,
Yes.
whip out the Warhammer with the Bolt of Inspiration, and take a strike as well. So I get 2 attacks.
Right. Your primary would be your spell.
What kind of spell are you casting?
I am casting Inflict Wounds.
I remember Inflict Wounds.
Well,
Inflict
This is kind of a go-to for Jason.
Yeah, and Inflict Wounds did really well for my other 2 clerics, so I'm hoping it does good
Now,
for this.
this is necrotic, right?
This is necrotic damage. And I am rolling the damage along with it, so if it hits... Fuck!
Oh,
Hey, you're not waking my kid up, are you?
Sorry. I rolled a 1.
Excellent. Who's nearby?
Tahlia.
Tahlia.
Roll to hit Tahlia.
Inspiration point. No, he's not.
Inspiration point, he is.
Inspiration point, I get to re-roll my attack.
It's all how you want to spend it.
I rolled a 1 again.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. You're not burning your inspiration point on this, dude. Now, roll to hit.
Well, hopefully it rolls another damn 1.
6.
What's your bonus?
It's a +4, so it's a 10.
Okay. A 10 does not hit you. That's a touch attack, right?
Uh-huh.
Do not use your dexterity bonus.
Still doesn't hit.
Okay. Still doesn't hit.
Nope.
Now,
What's it put it at?
12.
Okay. Got 10. So that was close. Okay. You saw what happened there. Now, you slipped in the mud. You went down to a knee for a second and almost caught yourself with the hand that had the inflict with Tahlia. Almost caught yourself.
whew,
and you planted your hand in the ground, and that energy dissipates into the mud in the ground, okay? You still, with your other hand, you pull your weapon out, and you can still kind of lunge forward and get, well, you have to move
Right.
at this point, so you move 5 feet in,
I'd move 5 feet in.
and then you spring forward, and I would say, considering your size and its size, you're going toward like the knee or the tendon in the back of the leg or something. Go ahead and make your attack. There's a lot of traffic tonight, guys. I'm sorry, but I want the window open.
So does a 12 hit?
No,
So I miss with the Warhammer too.
it's just too muddy. You just didn't catch your balance after that inflict. I believe that does end your turn, Adar.
That pretty much ends it for me.
Next, and who's on deck?
Brighed, and then it'll be the goblin guy.
Gotcha.
All right. Brighed is following Hugor, and I would like to dash behind Adar
hmm
and start climbing that wall.
Okay. The squares that are obviously muddy
Yes.
will be difficult terrain. It'll be 2 for 1
Okay.
to get through there. If you hit a walled area and you're trying to run on that, you're going to need an acrobatics check, like you're going to do some parkour style shit and run up it. To be able to get up the wall to where he is with your dash, I will need an acrobatics or an athletics check from you, whatever is higher, to get up the wall, so you will be within range, or you will be with Hugor.
Okay. So dash is twice my movement, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's 60. So can you move me?
And once she hits the heavy,
Five.
Could she go around that little side trail between the cliff and the?
no,
No.
no, it's all sinkhole.
Okay.
15, 25, 30,
Hold on.
5,
That's 5.
15, 25.
hmm
The next one, 30, 35, 40.
And now I need an athletics or acrobatics, whatever's higher.
Okay. $15.
Okay, keep on going. Counts as double while you're moving up it.
What did I say? 30? That's
So
You're
it's
at
40.
Make another one?
No, you're good.
Okay. There you go.
And that's where you are.
Okay.
That was your dash movement.
I could move another 5 feet if I needed to. Yeah.
If you want to, you can.
Or action surge.
She's
Thanks.
burned. She's burned that
Gotcha.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, action surge is gone, but I do have 2 more superiority to that.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, okay, so Hugor he's jumped up onto the pillar that's turned over, and the gobbo has his bag off and was trying to put out the fire, and he has, so Hugor has his ball of flame in one hand and the rapier to the gobbo's throat in the other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up next to the gobbo, and what I would like to do is I would like to go up next to the gobbo and kick his bag away from him.
Your standard action would be to kick the bag,
Yes.
the backpack away from the goblin.
Yes, because
Okay.
at this point I'm putting myself between him and his bag,
I would.
just in case he has something hidden in
Okay.
a
The
pocket.
dash takes up all of your turn. I mean, as far as a standard action, you're using a dash, so yeah, you don't get another.
So since I had the other 5 feet, I can't just place myself in between there?
Between him and his bag?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, at least I'm right about
I
it.
apologize, but no, you can't do that way. I was thinking something totally different. That I believe would be your turn,
Okay.
moving up there. And then it's the goblin's turn,
Yes.
which is where my brain was whenever you were explaining it. I apologize. The goblin, Hugor, you have him. I'm saying it's not up on his neck.
No,
it's
but
within
yeah.
a couple inches. You have advantage on him definitely by size, and you know you can take him. Like I said, this goblin is he's greenish gray skinned. He has a pair of goggles on, and he's slapping the shit out of his backpack. You hop up and you do that, and then she